outside of Jay Dilla, who's your favorite hip-hop producer from the state of Michigan? Let me know below.
Hey, yo, Eeze!
Yo, what's the deal, fam? I want to talk about a project that was recently released by Grand Rapids' very own Apollo Brown, an instrumental album titled Elevator Music. If you don't know, Apollo Brown has worked with an array of different artists from Sky Zoo, OC, Ghostface, Planet Asia, Shade Noir. List goes on and on. Just Google his work on any DSP or even go to his Bandcamp. But I want to talk about this new project. Once again, Elevator Music, produced solely by himself. If you read the credits, you'll even see that he mixed it as well, with John Hutchinson serving as the mastering engineer. 15 tracks on the project. Since it was released on March 7, 2025, I've been playing it a lot. Stated it was 15 tracks on here. I happen to love or play 9 of them a lot. Lucky 7, honestly don't. At Peace, 3 hours ago. It will never be today again. Discretion, Feed the Blessings. He got some fire on here. What I love about Apollo Brown is that his sound is evolving and progressing, but he keeps those, the core feeling to his tracks or to the music overall. He's always been known for hard-hitting drums in a sense, right? But now if you listen intently, you'll notice that he's adding live instrumentation. And I wouldn't say he's bringing in instrumentalists or musicians. It sounds as though he's playing it himself, because I'm familiar with some of the sounds, like the string sounds from native instruments. But he's using the sounds to complement his strength, which is sampling. So he'll layer it with like, I don't know, just a string preset to break up the monotony between the actual verse part and the chorus part per se. And you can really hear these things throughout the instrumental album. I'm noticing that he's trying to, some different things with the drums as well. Wasn't really familiar with him like really using rim shots on this joint like that, but I think with the Discretion or Feed the Blessings, one of the two, the drums sound totally different, like with a real soulful feel. You know, I'm just happy that he's still putting out work, and to see him not just put out work, but consistently, but the bar doesn't fall off. He's kind of created his own niche and lane, but it doesn't sound boring. Sometimes people can produce projects with so many different artists and do instrumental albums and do one-offs, and the sound can become boring. It becomes very niche, right? Like a core audience, but it just sounds as though no matter what project or artist he's working with, they always sound refreshed, and he always sounds as though he's all in on the project or the process. I would love to see him work with Lloyd Banks, Ransom, because he's hip hop, but it isn't linear. Like, he may stay within like the same tempos, but you always get a different emotion from his music. Like even from Elevator Music. Lucky 7 doesn't feel anything like Discretion. The tempos may not be too far apart, but it's a different emotion that he brings throughout his music. So I just wanted to say, man, shout out to Apollo Brown. Yo, make sure y'all press play on Elevator Music. Once again, it dropped on March 7, 2025. Released on Escapism. I'm not sure whose label that is, maybe it's his, but he's been at work, and I respect that. 15 tracks, instrumentals, some fire work. If you listen to the project already, let me know in the comment section what you think. A lot of people not into instrumental albums. I happen to love them because I feel as though it gives the artist a chance to tell a story. Like, that's how you know like your beats are really elite or tough like that, when you can take out the lyrics and somehow the music still tells a story. So salute to Apollo Brown once again, a boom-bap king, but that's not just who he is, but that's what we know him as. I appreciate you adding to that genre by still expanding your sound, man. It's your man Eeze at the Eeze Experience. Go get yours. Yeah.
You don't want to make an enemy out of me. And I'm looking right into the camera, and I'm gonna say it again. You do not want to make an enemy out of me.
Hey, yo, Eeze!
All right, let's talk that LeBron and Stephen A situation. Been headlines for quite some time. Figured I'd give my opinion. Whether you like LeBron, you hate him, whatever your stance is, that's on you. But I want to say this. A lot of people say how he approached Stephen A the wrong way. He should have called him, or, met behind closed doors. In what world do you believe that if he met with Stephen A. or talked to him over the phone that it would have went well? As loud and obnoxious as Stephen A. could be, he'd probably get loud over the phone, act tough through text. You know how it goes. He did the correct thing. An individual like that, you have to meet them live and in person so that you can control the narrative, because that's all Stephen A. wants to do. Look at his track record. Look. He's obsessed with this LeBron situation. First, LeBron was speaking from a father. Now he's on a total campaign speaking about this. Why? Because it adds to clicks. At the end of the day, that's all they want to do. Because if you're so enamored about him, or pleading with him as a father, why not take the time to showcase someone who did it the right way? Scottie Pippen, right? Scottie Pippen Jr. went undrafted, G League, played hard, 4-year contract with the Grizzlies. But you don't speak about him. You speak about his dad concerning his remarks towards Michael Jordan, but you don't speak about Scottie Pippen's approach to fatherhood and getting his son to the NBA. Why? Because of your allegiance to Michael Jordan. So a lot of us side with Stephen A. simply because you don't like LeBron. And that's fine, you can do that, but at least we're not gonna sweep that under the rug. Because this whole notion that LeBron put his son in this situation.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this.
And all this other stuff. And let me tell you something, man. You can go back as early to Baller's Life highlight videos on YouTube or any other YouTube channel that showcase high school basketball. People have been throwing rocks at Bronny a long time. You're not gonna be like your dad. You won't be this. He's not as good as this. They even do it to him and his brother. He's not as good as Bryce. So why did we feel as though it wouldn't have happened anyway? You guys were gonna talk about Bronny regardless. Look how you treat his pops. Some people act like he never accomplished anything. I'm just speaking facts. Forget about how you feel and who's your GOAT. This ain't about that. Stephen A. and individuals like him, like Skip Bayless, are the reason why the NBA product declined. It's the only sport where people who don't hoop or play said sport or weren't head honchos can diminish the reputations of others. What other sport allows you to do that? And we just allow it to happen. And all those label heads or figureheads or talking heads that speak, oh, LeBron, he didn't step to Skip Bayless like that. A lot of you worked at the same company with Skip Bayless. You knew what he was doing. You knew what he was doing. You knew it was ethically wrong, and you went along with it. Walked by him every single day. You ain't say a word to him. We pick and choose. The way Stephen A. conducted himself concerning Kyrie, no matter which side you were on, concerning the topic, he went too far. KD, you don't want to make an enemy out of me. Fam, I thought you were a journalist. Now you're talking tough. And then when you get approached in public, it was a weak move. No matter what would have been done, LeBron couldn't have won in people's eyes, because it's not about right and wrong when it comes to Bron. Some people hate it so deep to where it doesn't matter. We don't care about right or wrong. Because like I stated before, we really wanted to focus on parenthood and guiding your children to the NBA and getting them to the next level. Why isn't Scottie Pippen being applauded? Why? Because he speaks out against Michael Jordan. And everyone seems to have an allegiance. So, feel how you want to feel. LeBron the GOAT, you can call him LeBum, the GM, whatever it is. The fact of the matter is, if you've listened to Stephen A. long enough, you know that was the only approach. Because if he would have done it behind closed doors, Stephen A. would have been on TV the very next day running his mouth. So now you got to see it in living color. And now he's on a whole tour talking about what happened was a weak move. No, you should have told that man that. What you're doing now is a weak move. Everybody can talk and text. The problem is this. You talk crazy, seeing you in public, check your temperature, and your text messages or the segments wasn't adding up. And now you feel humiliated. So it is what it is, man. That's just my 2 cents on it. It's your man Eeze of the Eeze Experience. Go get your share.
Hey, yo, Eeze.